Good morning. Today is Wednesday, April 29th. I'm going to go over some of the things that you'll be doing today. Today is actually a very busy day for my classes. First off, for English Language Arts, some of you will have a read natural to read and then answer a few questions about, and others of you have a paired passage to read and answer questions about. Um, Both of those, I made videos for both of those last night, so if you would like to listen along as I read those and also read the questions and things, those videos, I'll post those videos and you can find those on YouTube as well. Uh, I guess I'll go ahead and show you that here. So if you have a read natural, uh, the Read Natural is about the Great Wall of China, which ironically you are also reading about that for social studies today. But it looks like this. Um, like I say in the video that about when I read this, it would be good to look at your questions first. Okay. Most of these Read Naturals, this is your third one you've done now. So the questions are pretty much the same. You're going to have a main idea, recall a couple of facts, use context clues, and there's a lot of vocabulary. So really pay attention to um, the bolded words in the passage and use those to try to help you. You don't need to do the enrichment activity, but you can if that's something that interests you. So that is the Read Natural. Others of you have the paired passage. So that both of those paired passages have to deal with snakes. The first one's nonfiction. It's called True Snake Tales, and pretty much it just lists a bunch of interesting facts about snakes. The second one is called Where Rattlesnakes Slither. Where am I at here? Okay. Where Rattlesnakes Slither. This one is fiction, so it's kind of a made up story, I guess, but it also deals with snakes. Then after you read those, you have the pages of questions. You have 5 multiple choice ones. Remember, really read them closely to see what the questions actually say, because there are maybe some confusing words in the questions sometimes. So make sure you read those carefully. And the last page looks like this. So you have to figure out how those numbers were important in the passage, and then in the other one, you're kind of telling what was important in the fiction passage, what happened at the beginning, the middle, and then the end of that passage. And then you have 2 summaries for the 2 passages. So that is your ELA for today. I will post Google Forms. Actually, they're already posted on Google Classroom. So if you would rather answer these questions, whether you're doing the paired passage or the Read Natural, whichever one you have, you don't have both. You only have one of them. Whichever one you have, you can answer those on Google Classroom if you would like on the Google form. If you would rather answer them on the hard copy piece of paper that you got with all of your things, that's fine too. And just turn that in when you turn your stuff in here on coming up. So that's ELA. Finally, for social studies, you have a passage to read today. This is the last one for social studies. And it's also about the Great Wall of China. I did make a video about this one last night as well. That should be up. Take note of the word legalism there up at the top. I wrote in the definition. It doesn't really give you the definition in the passage, so I wrote it up there so you can maybe kind of understand what that means a little bit. But look closely at the details. Some of these details are going to be very similar to the details in the Read Natural, so you're kind of almost reading the same thing twice in some ways. But just like the others, check out your questions first. Before you read, give yourself a focus for what you should be looking for as you read. So check out those questions first. The bottom question, it says draw a section of the Great Wall and label important facts about it. So, as you draw the wall, it listed, kind of some specifications of the wall. Maybe like how high it was, how wide it was, and then what they had on the wall to kind of protect them or alert the Chinese people of things. So pay attention for those details in the passage and then try to draw those things in your drawing. Okay. Also, you could continue on with your journal. Uh, but other than that, you might want to check out your email from Mrs. Dyer, kind of previewing something pretty exciting that you're going to be getting with the next round of assignments. Okay, so if you have access to your email, you might want to check out Mrs. Dyer's email. Might have you looking forward to the next 2 weeks. But anyways, hope you have a great day today. Looks like it's going to be a little cloudy. And just keep working hard. Do the best that you can do. Write with complete sentences. Try to put your name on your documents so it's easier for me to tell whose is whose. But other than that, just keep trying your best. Hope you're doing well, and hopefully see you guys soon.